welcome back to my channel. This week I decided that I wanted to start getting a little more organized for our summer vacation that we're going to take, and I decided that one of the things that I really need this time around is a booklet to put all of my earrings in. Now for years I've just shoved them in plastic bags, I've shoved them into my bathroom bags, they get mismatched, you can't find the pairs that you need really quick, so I decided I wanted to make one of these felt booklets. So you have all of your earrings right together in a little book and they're ready to go, they're already matched, and you don't have to worry about losing anything or anything like that. So if you guys want to see how to make one of these books, just keep watching. Okay, so to create this travel earring booklet, you're going to need a few sheets of felt of any color of your choosing, and then it can also be whatever size you want. You're going to need a needle and a thread of whatever choice you would like, and you're also going to need a pair of scissors. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to line up your pieces of felt so they're even and they're not equal. I know some people are pretty OCD about things lining up, and I'm sometimes one of those people. So you want to make sure you line up your pages, and then you want to fold them in half and make sure everything distributes evenly on the edges. You're probably going to have a little bit of excess folding over as you crease them. That's okay. If you really want to, you can go back and chop that off later, but it's not a huge deal. But you just want to really make a good indent here so you don't lose that crease. Because what you're going to do next is you're going to take that crease, and you can see it right here, and you're going to thread your string so you can make your binding. So I would just get a good amount of string off of the roll, as much as you think you're going to need. We are going to double it in half, so I'm going to get a couple feet worth, maybe like a foot or two. So thread it through. Alright, but once you get to your end, you have your two ends, and you want to just tie them in a knot. So I'm going to just knot them a couple times. You want it to be thick enough so you have a little like indent at the end, so it's not going to go through your book. Okay, so that's probably plenty big. I'm going to start at this end, and I'm just going to make sure I find my crease spot, and I'm going to pull through starting from the middle so you have that little ball knot you made on the interior. So then to actually attach this really well, I'm going to go back through and I'm going to pull that end up, and I'm going to knot it through those two strings, just so your binding is really sturdy. Okay? And you don't want to do it too far away, because then you get this little like crease bump that I got going on, but that's fine. Then I'm just going to go down to the next one, and I'm going to pull it through, and then I'm going to loop back. You kind of want to go back to where you started, and you're just going to keep doing this process. Keep doing this process until you get all the way to the end of your binding, because you want it to be really secure. Okay, so once you get to the end, you want to just pull it back through the other side, and then you'll have this opening. So once you have this opening, you just want to pull your needle through there, and then you just close it. And then you're going to keep repeating that knot. Just kind of open it back up, and you do it again until you have a nice tight knot closed. So I do that 2 or 3 times until you feel comfortable with it. One more just for good measure. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and chop that end. I'm going to go back to my first end, and I'm going to cut off this excess string. Alright, so then you have your binding. It's not perfectly centered, but honestly, that's fine with me. I'm not super upset about it or anything, so whatever. So then you have your little booklet here. So you've got a couple pages you can put stuff in. I'm going to actually show you guys now how to make a little like piece to go right here to close it off. So I have this paper cutter and I have this white sheet. I'm going to actually use it. You can use scissors, you don't need this. I just want it to be more precise. So I'm going to slip this through here and I'm going to cut out some things to use as the ties to bind this. This thing is for paper, not for cloth, so it's not working super effectively, but it's working well enough to get me a straightish piece. Alright, so you almost only need one really, because I think what I'm going to do, you want to get to your front piece and you want to find where you want it. I'm going to put it in the center here, so I'm going to fold this over and I'm just going to do a little cut right there. So you have a little slash, and then I'm going to line that slash up the back page so I can mimic the slash that's there. Alrighty, so we're going to fold those over. Let me get your other one out of the way. Alright, so you have a little slash in the front and a little slash in the back. So then what you want to do is you want to take your little piece that you've cut off and you want to cut it in half. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and slide it right through there, and I'm going to take some all adhesive tacky glue. You can use any kind of glue, you can use a hot glue gun. This just happens to be what I have on hand. So I'm going to stick that in there a little bit. I'm going to make a dot, some glue right there. Then I'm going to stick that to it and let it dry. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the back side. Okay, so once you do both of the sides, you kind of want to leave it open for a while, I guess depending on what kind of glue you use, to make sure it's dried really well. So you can just let it dry. And then once it's done, you can actually use these edge pieces to tie together to hold your booklet closed. So once your booklet is dry, you can just fold your pages back the way you had them. You can fold it like your little booklet, and then you just tie it together at the end. And you're all set. You've got your cute little booklet ready to go. And then you can pile in your earrings and they'll be nice and safe and protected while you're traveling. You can even get some stick-on letters and put something on the front. You can decorate it however you want. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this travel earring booklet tutorial. I hope you guys really enjoyed and you get as much use out of it as I plan to. And stay amazing, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!